All right, let's do some more Q&As from the Galleria do Uffizi, world famous museum.
Yeah, they have Primavera.
It's not too big, not too small,
Primavera is
and a healthy bunch of Caravaggio. You rascal, you. Anyways, so this one actually comes from episode 84, The Wins and Losses. And the question is, how did you meet your SA? Well, you didn't. I guess you met her different than I did.
You chose.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to... So this refers to Tobago?
Yes. So the essay that we met in Tobago, well, first of all, Handbag Husband, went to the Topanga grand opening. So we were one of the first people in the doors. No, I didn't get there at 3 a.m., so I wasn't the first person in the door. But maybe like the 12th person in the door, and that was enough to pick up all the essays. And at the grand opening, it was all hands on deck. So they had all the essays. They had like district managers, regional managers, vice presidents, Western vice whatevers. All those people were there, and so they were all pitching in, and a lot of them were like, "Well, I'm just trying to help out." So I got to talk to some really high level people who probably would have an answer to a question about why Chev is not on the outside of big bags. I digress. But I was getting help by the assistant manager, and then eventually the one that we have just came up, and I think it was more of a luck of a draw on this one, because the one I had chose was actually an assistant manager. So he did have the juice, but he's like, I'm not really participating in the games. I'm just here to help facilitate it. So the one that we got was, you know what? Maybe I did have a choice, and I chose this one because I felt that essay would be a good fit for us, and luckily they would. But it wasn't a complicated choice. It was one of two, right? So it was sort of 50-50. But I think realistically, if you can be amiable and you can build that relationship and build that spend,
to me, it's more like be frank. Like, what are you looking for? What do you want? They know how to, and probably make their job a little bit easier too.
Sure. In many ways, you're almost making a case for yourself.
Correct.
Right? And I think for us, coming from the sales background on my side, I realized, hey, look, if you can tell them if you can give them an idea of where your price is at, what your goals are at, what you already have, what you're looking for, it helps them to better assess within their own criteria on the back end, like what they can do and what may be accessible to you in what time frame. And so I think that if all parties are sort of on the same page, then you can develop a relationship in a more kind of positive, open way than if you're like trying to like sneak around and be like, if you're trying to play the game works really well short term, right? If you're just showing up to
if you want like one and done,
that's perfect. But if you're trying to develop an actual relationship, like any relationship, the games are detrimental in the long run.